Ooh, welcome to Tennis Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is October the 26th, 25th. I got the burps. The 25th, 2024. We're going to talk about TNA's results because, ladies and gentlemen, they got more matches. Technically, they added one more match for Bound for Glory. It's another NXT star. We had a launch party with Ash by Anglets, and we finally have Heather Anglets. Heather Retless had I forgot what it's called now, makeover, and now she looks like Ash. And they had a table outside the ring. Outside of the ring, they had champagne. Matthew Ripwell kind of made a mistake calling it wine when personal cashier called it champagne, so I don't know why he messed that up. And then Xia Li came out saying that, trying to remind everybody what Ash did to Brindley Reese. But she says karma is a beep. And ladies and gentlemen, Brindley Reese was in the ring while these guys were, while Heather and Ash was looking on top of the stage, where Xia Li was, not Xia Brookside was. So they weren't looking at the ring at all. So, and then here comes Brandon Reese doing an interesting baseball side. The two ladies almost fell in the champagne bowls until, ladies and gentlemen, they got drowned into the champagne bowls because of Brookside and Reese. So, and we heard that it will be on the pre-show. It will be Brookside and Reese versus Ash and Heather at Bound for Glory. So that is going to be interesting to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed my unboxing. I finally got my belt that I wanted, the NXT Championship. It's on my shelf now. My shelf is pretty dang done. It's just the lightings I need to get fixed up. I need to figure out more things about it. Maybe I look on Amazon, see about lights. But it's pretty done. It's pretty done right now. It's just the lighting I need to fix, and I think that it will be kind of be easy to fix because my lights don't like to fall. Doesn't like to stay up. I use tape. I use sticky paper looking things. I forget what it's called, but strips. But this light right here, this light doesn't want to stay up. Look at that, flashy. I try to make a spotlight for the belts, and it's not really helping. So I need to figure out something. Maybe Amazon will have something, or maybe Walmart. I could get it delivered. I have no idea. We will figure it out. Right? I think we will. Well, I will, because if you guys have any ideas to hold this light up, I want to put on top of the shelf here. It's on the top, and then you do this, and then it's like a spotlight for the belt. I got already technically 4 of them, because one of them is on top of the shelf, so it doesn't need a light. I can put it on the ceiling if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I want to do that with the light. If you guys could figure out, help me with what tape will stick this on. Remember, I don't want to cover this because I won't see the light very well. I want to make sure I can see this, so maybe like clear tape. If there's any strong clear tape, I actually want to do that. Put in the comments below. Not a lot of updates here that I know of for wrestling. I don't think there's a lot of updates. We talk about Samantha Irwin. We talk about Lillian Garcia will be a full-time WWE ring announcer now. Nothing about Pentagon and Ray Phoenix yet. They're still having problems. We know Dota is making her NXT debut somewhere in NXT Halloween Havoc. I believe that's this Sunday. We have big matches here. Big shows happening on this weekend. We got Bound for Glory this Saturday, tomorrow night. And this Sunday, we got Halloween Havoc. So a lot of crazy things happening for wrestling shows. AEW's next pay-per-view will be on November, right? Full Gear in November. So yeah. I hope you guys are ready for that, and I will be going next weekend, I believe. I will be going to Destiny Wrestling. It's another show. It's a taping show. I forgot what date they put in this shows on, but it's on their social medias if you guys want to see that. So, yeah, that's interesting. I will be in another taping. So that's pretty cool to see. I don't know who's in there anymore. I don't know who's in the matches right now. I know JBL will be in there for like meet and greet stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool to see to see JBL. He's a top guy. Hey, he's been in every other freaking independent wrestling, not wrestling, wrestling. So that's pretty cool to see him here and to Destiny Wrestling. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what matches are in there. What if there's any TNA stars. But, of course, there might be some TNA stars. So, let's see what happens. I think they said there's a former world champion. And some of these NXT stars or WWE guys was a former world champion. Or TNA guys, too. So, we will find out. I won't tell you guys the results because you guys should watch the show. So, you guys will find out if you watch the show. So we got TNA. We didn't get a lot of segments. We got the launch party. And what else we got? The double contracts. We didn't see PCO or Matt Cardona because they can't do every single rivalry in one show. They did PCO and Matt Cardona rivalry last week. So that's the end of that until they have their Monsters Ball match. So a lot of crazy things happening here. We had a match. We had the double contracts. That's at the end of the show. We got some. I think we have like one interview. Jonathan Gresham talking about his match with Josh Alexander. All that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I don't remember any more segments. So let's get to the matches. So we have a multi-man match, and whoever wins will be number 20 in the Call Your Shot Gauntlets. And whoever gets pinned will be number 1 in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. But even Tom says whoever wins and whoever loses, they're in the match. But the rest of the guys, we don't know they're in the match. They don't have a spot. It's not like the Royal Rumble when they could say, "Oh, I want to be in the Royal Rumble." They guaranteed to be in the Royal Rumble match. It's not like that. They said anyone could be in it because it's a intergender match. What that means is that men and women could be in this match. So anyone could be in it, and that means anyone from different companies could be in it as well. We've seen it multiple times when they do these Call Your Shots gauntlet matches. We've seen some people in different companies. I'm hoping we get some NXT stars. Some cool ones. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait until we get NXT bringing back some TNA stars. But right now their rivalries doesn't need any TNA stars. Their rivalries doesn't need any. So, hey, we don't know what's going to happen in Halloween Havoc. We don't know what's going to happen there. The thing I want to see, Ethan Page and Josh Alexander reunite as the Norb for NXT. That would be cool. Even for TNA, that would be cool to see, too. So we got AJ Francis versus Frankie Kazarian versus Sami Callihan versus Ladle Kid versus Jake Something versus Jason Hodge. It was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match was AJ Francis. So he's number 20 in the gauntlet match. I believe that's the last guy. And the person that he pinned and will be number 1 in the Call Your Shot gauntlet match is going to be Frankie Kazarian, the referee. But remember, he could still win it. He could still win this match, and he's the referee, and he could cash in anytime he wants. So he could knock out the champion. He could be really a mean and not the best referee. He could knock out the champion, knock out the challenger, and cash in his trophy, and he's the new world champion. So, yeah, anything could happen here. So next match, we got Josh Alexander versus Johnny Grisham. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I'm not a big fan of the technical wrestling, but it was a pretty decent match for both these guys. Of course, the Sinner and Saint people, that team, keep getting themselves involved in the match. They got beat up, but they still got involved. But the winner of that match was Josh Alexander. And then the Northern something, I forgot the name of their team. They start beating up Johnny Grisham to end after the match. They start beating up Jonathan. And then here comes Steve Macklin, and the numbers game was just too much. Steve Macklin just got taken out. He had a chair in his hand, but he dropped it, and the numbers game was too much. And then, ladies and gentlemen, they zip-tied his arms through the ropes, and Josh Alexander was about to hit him with a steel chair until Diener, Sami Callihan, and Ace Steel came out to stop Josh Alexander. That's pretty interesting people that's helping him out. Next, we got Whitney Chu making a match, because she has a knockout tag team title match against Jody Threat, and Danny Luna wasn't there because she had personal problems. Hope everything is okay between her and her personal problems. I'm hoping that she shows up at Bound for Glory for Jody Threat, because Whitney Chu and Rosemary's cuckoos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty okay match, but the winner of that match, because of the help from Rosemary throwing the pillow and distracting the referee had to throw the pillow back outside the ring, and Rosemary hit Miss Jody Threat, and Whitney Chu did her finisher, and 1, 2, 3, she gets the win. Finally, a NXT star finally wins something in TNA. Because you saw Xavier Woods had a big win on a PLE on NXT. You don't see a lot of NXT stars winning a big match on TNA. So Ruka had a big win. She had to win, but I meant like singles win. And Whitney Chu finally wins something. Jeez, took them a while. But Whitney Chu gets the win. But will we see history making that Whitney Chu takes a TNA title from TNA? I could see something happening, like maybe Havoc makes a return. Something might happen. That's what I think. I think something might happen. But I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if there's going to be any cheating or returns or debuts. Anything could happen in this Knockouts tag team titles. And we could see new champions. Hey, they had short runs with the Knockouts tag team titles before, with Spitfire. They lost it right away. So they are not scared to do it again. And maybe that's what we're going to see. We could see history. NXT could make the history first before TNA does the same thing with their championships. So that's pretty interesting to see. Our main event, we got an 8-man tag team match, the Hardys and the ABC versus the System, all 4 of the guys. It was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was the Hardys and ABC getting the win. But the System wasn't done there. They attacked them after the match, and then Mike Santana came out trying to make the save, but the numbers game was too much. So we got a whole bunch of destruction by the System, destroying the Hardys, ABC, and Mike Santana. Now we got our double champion contract signing. We got Jordan Grace and Masha Slamovich, and we got Nick Nebick and Joe Hendry. So Santino called them all out, and they all had things to say to each other. Masha wants to do this to try to finally defeat Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace just wants to defeat Masha Slamovich. They said a whole bunch of things. Joe Hendry is trying to make it like he is world title material. But Nick Nebick wants 100% Joe Hendry's focus on this match because he thinks he's the best in the world. And all that stuff. So they all sign their contracts. And then here comes Frankie Kazarian. He didn't have to come out. He didn't have to sign a contract. He came out and he told us who gave him the referee job. It was Anthem. It wasn't Santino. It was Anthem because he knows that Santino's going to say no to it. So he went to the upper guys and tried to get in the head of Santino. He got, and then he says, "How about you do something useful and hold my sunglasses?" Santino didn't like that, and then later on he says he's going to be a great referee. He's going to cut it down the middle and do all that stuff. And then Frankie Kazarian just got knocked out by Joe Hendry and Nick Nevin, smashing him on the table, smashing his head on the table. And Jordan Grace, because he said some things to Masha Slamovich and Jordan Grace as well. And Jordan Grace had his arms. He she just grabbed his arms. And Nick Nevin looks like he was about to hit Frankie, but he didn't do it. He points at Joe Hendry. You hit him. Joe Hendry looks at Santino. You hit him. Santino said no, but Frankie was the dumb one. His arm was tied behind his back, and he spit on Santino. Are you dumb? You say you're the king of TNA, but you don't have the brains as a king because you spit on somebody while you can't move your arms. That doesn't make any sense. So Santino grabs the Cobra sock, and did a Cobra onto Frankie Kazarian. And then all four, Nick, Joe, Grace, and Masha Slamovich, they all grab a limb, arms, and legs, and did whoop into the table onto Frankie Kazarian. Frankie, you're not the smartest dude in the dang world because you make fun of 5 other people that's in the ring, and they just want to hurt you now. Jesus. Oh, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, that's interesting. Poor Frankie. Poor, you're the dumb one, but yeah. He thought it was a good idea to spit on the guy. He's your boss, and you try to spit on the guy while your arms was tied behind your back. Where's the smart out of that? Because I don't know where the smart. You can't fight back, but you spit on the guy. Where's the smart of that? I understand it's TV. It's not real. I don't think he was that dumb. But it made me laugh, man. It made me laugh. You made Frankie Kazarian look stupid. Oh, man, that was funny. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's like watching Dominic Mysterio try to save somebody, but he can't. He gets his butt kicked. Like on Raw, he tried to save Liv Morgan, and he got prison trapped by Rhea Ripley. It's funny. I think it's funny. Because these guys think they're the toughest bad guys. But when they try to be tough, they just get their butts kicked. Oh, man, that's just funny. It's funny. It's funny to see bad guys get hurt. I like the baby faces because they do nice things. They high five a whole bunch of fans. They take pictures, sign autographs. You see it a lot in WWE. You see these people, the good guys, go into the crowd and sign autographs for the children and all that stuff. And you see these heels trying to be, I'm so tough, blah, blah, blah. And you guys get your butts kicked. Just like Final Testament, even The Miz thinks he's Mr. Tough Guy. And I want to pop my dang collar, and he gets his butt kicked. Well, then he didn't. He got his butt saved by Paul Ellering. Oh, man. It just made me laugh, man. Seeing that, I always want to see the good guys win. Always want to see that happen. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown. No more contendership. Well, technically it's going to be on tonight, but I'm going to be uploading the video tomorrow. I think you guys know I've done it before. I always do it. That's all I'm going to say. Tell us out. Bye.